Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. Jai Sriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube on the various groups from around the world. I welcome Lord Sri Krishna on his appearance day here at the Sri Narayan Dham. He is resident here, but for the purposes of this celebration, I welcome him to the fore, and I think I must share with you that Vasudeva was here at about 7:45 this morning. He asked for the ashram keys, and he had the most amazing experience with the essence of Lord Sri Krishna. And he had a beautiful day, but in the morning he was happy that he did not come with Thiveshanie. So whatever he got, he got it as an individual. And I took Vasudeva on a 2 weeks tour. Vrindavan, Mathura. He filmed and experienced himself divinity at its highest. And I did it for a reason, so that when we have our own ashram one day, he can measure the divinity in India and measure the divinity here at our own ashram. And he may reveal to you if you question him. He's a businessman, you might have to pay. You might have to pay. Alright? Whichever way, if you want to know the absolute truth, you can speak to Vasudeva Ramanuj Das, or you can speak to our Lord Narayan Ramanuj Das. He also experiences divinities in these situations. So at the end of this program, you can ask Vasudeva and Narayan Ramanuj Das for the experiences which they're going to experience. And if you have capacity, then you will also have some experiences. We cannot celebrate the appearance day of the Lord without the Lord being in appearance. Without the Lord being in appearance. So, Premila is trying to hijack the Lord's birthday. Alright, I want to wish Premila happy birthday as well. With all the gods she prayed for, but she had to celebrate her birthday with the Guru's God. With the Guru's God. Premila got many gods. Alright? So, but she had to share her birthday with the Guru's God. So she got up this morning thanking all the gods of her life. Pramila? Guru knows. Guru knows, yeah. Alright? So today I wanted to whack 3 of my initiated devotees, but I'm still going to whack them not by name. Not by name. Okay, because it's an auspicious day. So I'll start with one of my female devotees, that is by. She took initiation this year, and in initiation it is stated Guru first. But she told me that Sunday she'll be going for a function whilst the Guru is in another function, and the function satisfied she's going to did not attend our satsang after we invited them for 3 occasions. So there is a devotee satisfied. I don't want to mention any names. She's put in a Guru second after taking initiation. All right. Then there's another very mature devotee of the satsang, and Guru told him, please do not discuss the contents if you do not understand. So he told somebody that how Lord Narayan has 4 disciples, Acharya ji has 4 disciples. 3 is well known, 1 is still to be known. Lord Narayan has no disciples. He manifests into 4 forms prior to creation: Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. These are not Lord Narayan's disciples. It is Lord Narayan himself. All right? And then I told these 2 devotees in the kitchen that they must remind me for whacking them. Both of them, and then both of them must remind me for whacking another devotee. I won't mention his name. But I told him, Guru warned him that after he gets married, he must buy the house next door if he wants happiness. If he wants happiness, he must buy the house next to the ashram, because you can only get happiness in or next to the ashram. And he needs a lot of work for happiness. You know, like when you operate in somebody, they rather stay in the theater so they can get continuously operated. And this devotee needs 24/7 operation. And if I could extend the length of the day, then even in that extended time I need to operate on this devotee. Okay, so I've cleared at the inception all I wanted to say today on this great day. I hope Lord Sri Krishna don't mind taking second place whilst I'm highlighting the defects of my initiated devotees, some of them, together with Premila's birthday, who has prayed to many, many gods, and now she is here at Lord Krishna's birthday. Right? So we took this week, we used this week, and we used the appearance, celebration, and together with the Gita week to transmit to the world that there is only one God. He appears in Sanatan Dharma and he traverses through the various religions of this world. We said that everybody states there is one God and all God is one. Which is the true statement? There is only one God, or all God is one?
There's only one God.
There is only one God. Because if we say all God is one, then we are transgressing the very first injunction in the first scripture for mankind, which is called the Rig Veda, and the Rig Veda states there is only one God. There is only one God. Then this is reiterated in the epic called the Ramayana, where Lord Sri Ram states there is only one God, and reiterated again in the Mahabharata, when Lord Sri Krishna states there is only one God. So it was Sanatan Dharma that declared to mankind that there is only one God. And I explained how the West invaded India, not only raped the land of its riches, but also distorted the mind of its citizens. And this is how they pushed the agenda of the Abrahamic religions forward, stating that Abraham is the first prophet to state that there is one God, and due to the Sanatan Dharmis being oppressed and suppressed for over 1,000 years, this false information permeated the world. And it is my duty as a guru of this 21st century, stationed here in Durban, South Africa, to declare to the world that Sanatan Dharma is the first knowledge dispensed to mankind, stating that there is only one God. Premila, there is only one God. Take all your energies and place it in the feet or on the feet of only one God. Premila, Lord Sri Krishna is going to give you a birthday present. I'd rather give it to you now, Premila. This is Premila's present, and all the Premilas of the world, both male and female. Pramila, Lord Krishna is ducking. He is hiding. He is hiding. Okay, I know you came to eat again as usual. I'm not finding this verse because Lord Sri Krishna is hiding from Premila. So I'm going to, you can find the verse later. I'm going to state what Lord Sri Krishna states, Premila, and he states this 5,000 years ago. This is also stated in Zoroastrianism, this is also stated in Judaism, this is also stated in Christianity, and this is also stated in Islam. But it was stated at creation and then 5,000 years ago. And the Lord states, leave all religiosity and surrender to me, I will deliver you. Leave all religiosity, surrender to me, I will deliver you. And then it is repeated in all of the other existing religions today. Yes or no? But stated first, evidentially. The Bhagavad Gita is evidentially. And then I want to go further. Whilst I'm at this point, I think Vishwadhar can find the exact verse in chapter 18 and give it to us on the comment section. So in chapter 4, verse 1, and the Lord is explaining to Arjuna, and he is saying, chapter 4, verse 1, I taught this imperishable yoga to Visvasan, semicolon, Visvasan taught it to Manu, semicolon, Manu declared it to Ikshvaku. So if you take the period of Visvasan, Manu and Ikshvaku was a son of Manu, then this goes back 120 million years. 120 million years. 120 million years. Then after 120 million years, Lord Sri Krishna speaks the Bhagavad Gita again to, but now he is speaking it to Arjuna. So this same Bhagavad Gita, in its cycle just going backwards from this current 5,000 years ago to not Nirvasan, Visvasan. Visvasan, 100 and over 120 million years. And science is corroborating already. They're saying that this earth from their estimate, is 4 billion years old. Their estimate is 4 billion years. Okay? Guru is saying that 155 trillion years have already passed. 155 trillion years has already passed. All right? So these numbers are given in the Vedas. So if we are I'm using in words 155 trillion years, then for me to calculate this number mathematically, the Vedas must give you mathematics. So if you read the Vedas, all forms of mathematics is in the Vedas. Vedic mathematics is found in the Vedas itself, so that man could calculate. There is no larger number of ancient times than that found in the Vedas. 311 trillion, 40 billion years is one cycle of creation. All right? There is no larger number than that. So can you see how advanced the knowledge of the Vedas is? It cannot give you this information without allowing you to calculate it. You understand? Every branch of mathematics is from the Vedas. Every branch of physical science is from the Vedas. Every branch of biology is from the Vedas. Every branch of politics is in the Vedas. If you just take the Mahabharata and read the Mahabharata, of which Lord Sri Krishna made an appearance and is an integral part of the Mahabharata, if you read the Mahabharata from cover to cover, you'll find out that whatever is contained in this universe is contained within the covers of the Mahabharata. Whatever is not in the Mahabharata is not in this universe. Whatever is not in the Mahabharata is not in this universe. And the original Mahabharata is made up of 100,000 verses. And the compiler of all the Vedas, also lived with Lord Sri Krishna during this epic, the Mahabharata. So you have direct evidence by the compiler of the Mahabharata himself. So he compiled the Mahabharata in 100,000 verses, and the Mahabharata was written non-stop by No, he compiled the verses. The epic Mahabharata was written by Lord Ganesha. The epic Mahabharata was written by Lord Ganesha. And Lord Ganesha made a deal with Vedavyas. He said, you have to give me these 100,000 verses continuously without stopping. And then Vedavyas, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Lord himself, used his wisdom, and in every verse he went deep. So deep that whilst Lord Ganesha was contemplating on the depth, he had time to give the next verse. He had time to give the next verse, and this is why the Mahabharata is so informative. You hearing me here today will take that depth, and somebody born with different wisdom will go deeper, and somebody else will go deeper, and somebody else will go deeper. In spirituality, there is no bottom. You cannot reach the end of spirituality, knowledge pertaining to spirituality. Okay? So Lord Sri Krishna was summoned by the personification of the earth. So every government department has a personification. Every government department has a personification. When we say government, then you envision a building. When you say court, you envision a building. But those of you who know Jessica and Satish Bhai, when you say court, it is personified through Jessica and Satish Bhai. If you live in their jurisdiction, and if somebody torments you, then you can go see Satish Bhai, he'll get you a protection order. All right? And if you committed a crime, or if you didn't commit a crime and you charge, then you go see the control of the criminal prosecutions and tell Jessica you know the Guru. She personifies that aspect of the court. Satish Bhai personifies that aspect of the court. So similarly, every energy that is prevalent on this planet or in this universe has a representative. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? If you go in the building and go sit in Satish Bhai's office without him being there, that office is declared for protection orders. If it's written protection orders on the door and you go take a seat, will his office assist you? But his office has to be personified. His office has to be personified by a living entity for you to get assistance. Yes or no? So similarly, we have this earth which replenishes every living entity that is based on this earth. Yes or no? This earth has to be personified by a living entity. And that living entity is Mother Durga. That living entity is Mother Durga. So I've explained to you earlier that in Satyug, the demons and the divine live in two different dimensions. Then I said in Treta Yuga, they come down to earth still in two dimensions. But now they have landed on earth. In Satyug, they do not live on earth. They have an entire dimension for themselves. Then in Dwapara Yuga, they enter into your families. And I stated in in Kali Yuga, which we are currently experiencing now, the demon enter you. So Satyug, they live separately, they have their own system. Treta Yuga, they come down on earth, but they enter your family. Dwapara Yuga, they enter your family. Satyug, they come down on earth, but they are separate, like Ravana and Ram. In Treta Yuga, Ravana was separate and all the Asuras with him were separate. Alright? So when the Devis and Devtas in the heavenly terrain started winning all the wars over the demons, they started taking birth on earth. They started taking birth on earth through the Kshatriyas, through the Brahmins. the wife of the Kshatriyas, because you all know the story of Parsuram. What you all know? What do you know of Parsuram? One of the incarnations of the Lord, and he was here to kill all the Kshatriyas. They were making him, they made him upset, so his duty was to kill all the Kshatriyas. So there were no male Kshatriyas. So the females started engaging with the Brahmins, and these demons started taking birth through these Kshatriya women, and they became Asuric kings. They became Asuric kings, demonic kings. And when there are demonic rulers, and we are experiencing this in our democracy, when there are demonic rulers, what do? They place a burden on this earth with their artillery, with their war artillery. Right now, as of today, is the earth placed on a burden between Ukraine and Russia?
Yes.
Is Ukraine being bombed here and there?
Yes.
Is it not placing a burden on the surface of the earth? This same thing was happening 5,000 years ago when the Asuric kings were placing a burden on this earth. So earth personified, Mother Durga, takes the form of a cow, takes the form of a Gomata, and she goes and complains to the head of this creation. Who is the head of this creation? Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma and his administration. And again, the Abrahamic preachers need to take cognizance of what I am saying. There are 330 million cosmic administrators in this universe. 330 million cosmic administrators in this universe. They control the waves, they control the wind, control the sea, control every aspect in this universe is controlled by these 330 million cosmic administrators. They are not gods. Pramila, they are not only one God. These are cosmic administrators. These are cosmic administrators. Look at South Africa. Can the president run the country by his own? There are a few thousand municipalities with a good few thousand of councillors. Then we have provinces with ministers and premiers. So if man with a tiny brain, man with a tiny brain can run a country and have administrators to run a country, then don't you think God, the size of his intellect can never be measured? You think he is not going to use for the purposes of creation, living entities to administer His creation. You think the Lord won't do that? Premila? Go for the president. He is more powerful than the councillors. Councillors can only fix your sewage, your bin removal, your refuse. President can decree anything upon you. Where you must go, Premila? To the bin removers and sewage cleaners, or you go for the man that owns all of that. Premila, you understand? Next birthday, who are you going to pray to only? Only? Okay, all right. Premila is getting it after 2 years. After 2 years, she is understanding. All right? So similarly, when a report was made to Lord Brahma, he went to the ocean of milk, which is a dimension at the end of this universe. On the perimeter of this universe is the ocean of milk, and that is where Lord Vishnu resides on Sheshnag. Lord Vishnu resides on Sheshnag, but he cannot be seen. Not even Lord Brahma could see him. Not even Lord Brahma could see him. And when Lord Brahma reported to him Mother Durga's complaint, Lord Vishnu is all pervading. He knows everything all the time, and he informed Lord Brahma thus. He said, take all your cosmic administrators and take birth on earth. Take birth on earth. I will also take my birth on earth, and we will come and resolve this situation. Look at how simple it is. How simple this story is. But this story has been ridiculed for centuries by the Abrahamic religions. Remember, there is no evidence of the existence of Abraham. No evidence has been found yet that Abraham existed. Okay, and I'm saying this with love because I want to break that myth that the West has over Sanatan Dharma. Mahabharata, evidence is found astronomically that the Mahabharata did take place. I went and found the tree. Well, I won't say found. I saw the tree where Lord Sri Krishna played. I have videos. I shared a video this week. Go on to my Facebook page. I was at this tree. And on that tree there's even a pot. There's even a pot made of that tree from which Lord Sri Krishna ate his butter. So go on my Facebook page. This is not a myth. This tree existed. It is explained in the Mahabharata. It is explained comprehensively in the Mahabharata. Okay? Then about 15,000 years, about 15 years ago, you see, when Lord Sri Krishna left, if he came to stay, as I explained to you, the Devis and Devtas took birth that enacted the Mahabharata with Lord Sri Krishna. When the Mahabharata is over, what must happen to the Devis and Devtas? Logic and common sense. What must happen to the Devis and Devtas? They must go back. So all the Devis and Devtas appeared at the city of Dwarika, and Lord Sri Krishna sank this city. And it was a big joke by the Abrahamic religion. It was a joke. They called it a myth. But 15 years ago, the Navy of India found this city under the sea at Dwarika. And carbon dating of all the artifacts that were found do not date back only to 5,000 years. It predates up to 8 and 10,000 years. So this is scientific, and this is historical, and this is the absolute truth. Because this truth can be evidenced by man, this truth can be evidenced by man and science. When it is declared that I am the Supreme Lord, in this history, can anyone dispute? Can any human dispute when Lord Sri Krishna declared that I am the Supreme Lord? Because the entire Mahabharata can be proven scientifically, and it can be proven spiritually. From where I am sitting, it can be proven spiritually, and it can be proven by an atheist. It can be proven by somebody does not believe. All this evidence is here. You understand? So this is why I have declared in this week, without any fear or favor, no fear and no favor, that the Lord first appeared in Sanatan Dharma. It is that same Lord that appears in every other religion in this world with a different name. That is all. What Lord Sri Krishna stated, leave all religiosity and worship me alone, started 5,000 years ago. Lord Sri Krishna, Premila, stated, if you worship the Devis and Devtas, you will go to the Devis and Devtas. If you worship the Pittars, you will go to the Pittars. And if you worship the devil, you will go to the devil. But if you worship me, you will come to me. Is that not what is declared in the Abrahamic religion? Is that not what's declared in the Abrahamic religion? Yes. But there God don't give you a opportunity. God does not give you an opportunity to go to the Devis of Devtas, to go to your ancestors, or go to the devils and spooks. There God gives you an instruction. You must come to me. When God, as a father, you have a set, Jai Bhai, quadruplets. How many children is that? Okay, I want 8. I want 8. You have 8 children. All right? Katija, don't stress. I'm just using an example. Just using an example. All right? Jai Bhai. It is stated, just for your information, Katija, that Abraham was Sarah, Abraham's wife, was 90 plus years when she had a child. All right, Jai Bhai. Abraham was 10, 20 years older. Anything is possible. All right. Please. One baby is restless in the back. We are going to bring you all 8 children here. What will happen to this guru? What will happen to this guru? You know? Jai Bhai? Yeah, I'll have to have a nursery. Now Mataji is getting stressed. She gets stressed with all these big children. So when you pass a law, you got 8 children, 8 teenage children, and when you first pass the law, will you pass a stringent law or will you pass a cordial law? Jai Bhai? At first, your children become teenagers. Will your law be stringent? This is why I want you, Jessica. Or will you pass a cordial? Initially, as soon as your children get matured, they become teenagers. Jessica, you tell your 2 sons, I'll smack you, or don't do this, boy, because this might happen and this can happen. What would your law be initially? Cordial. And as time goes on and you watch the behavior of your children, that they are not conforming to your cordiality, then will you change your laws? Are you all different parents when you're changing the laws, or are you all the same parents, but you all are changing laws for the betterment of your children? Those laws that becoming more and more stringent later is for whose good? Not your good. You just want to have the most civilized children. So similarly, the Vedas is very cordial. Is it not? Premila, that's why you're taking advantage. Premila, you need one of these other religions. I'm going to get you initiated this Sunday. Make sure she comes. All right? So this Sunday we're going look at how great, and my program of oneness, how the Lord has blessed me. Thursday, Friday is Sri Krishna Janmashtami around the world. Yes? Sunday, we are invited by Haji Yunus for his function, which starts at 10. Same Sunday, we are invited to Dr. Bishop Julie Chetty's function, which starts at 2:30. Look what I'm teaching you. Look and understand this invitation, and look how I'm trying to synthesize the different religions. You think all of this is a coincidence? Okay, so just to come back, as your children grew and as they misbehaved, your laws had to get stringent. And you had to get personal. God had to get personal. He had to get personal. So if God presents himself, when he presented himself in Christianity, Judaism is still cordial. Judaism is still cordial, but when he presented himself in Christianity, he had to become instructive. And when he came in Islam, he became the most instructive. And there is a verse, Khatija, in the Quran, where they say that the greatest sin, God can forgive every other sin, but one sin Allah cannot forgive: if you join other gods with him. If you join other gods with him. So must you get angry, Amita? Must you get angry?
No.
Does that restrict a Muslim from coming to church, going to the synagogue, or coming to the ashram? Why? Because I've proven in this week that that same God or Supreme Lord exists in all the religions. So if he is saying, don't join another God to me, is he right?
Yes.
Because he is saying it from inception. He is saying it from the Vedas. He is saying it through the Torah, through the Bible, and finally through Islam. Different place, different culture, different type of worship. Alright? Where's Satish on this corner? Next to the door. Alright? So for those of you that who did not come to satsang this entire week, I've declared Satish Bhai a murderer. I said he has a mortuary in his house. And I gave him a way out. He loves his chicken. And when any meat is kept in a freezer, it's not a freezer, it's a mortuary. Because when frozen human being is called a mortuary, so in your house, if you got frozen animals, it's a mortuary as well. Mortuary as well. But if you want license to eat that chicken, that is why, then you got an option on Sunday. You can either become a Muslim or become a Christian and legally eat your meat. But in Sanatan Dharma, the culture of Sanatan Dharma is no meat eating. And where's Mama? Where? Oh, there's Mama there. Because Mama said when I was attacking Satish Bhai, he said the Guru is hinting at me. And that first hinting story came here 2 years ago when Premila said the Guru is hinting. And they are brother and sisters. Mama and Premila are brother and sisters. And I had great joy today, absolute great joy, when I saw Mama wish Premila on WhatsApp. Brother and sister, look at the age and look at the love they still have for each other. You understand? They might not declare it. But I felt his love for his sister through our main WhatsApp group. Okay? So, are we all understanding how simple the entire episode on God is and how complicated man has made it. And it is this man factor or human factor that destroys our divinity in society. But it starts at home. There's no consensus at home itself. All right? Nilesh, how many thousand times you told Ma not to worship the cosmic administrators? See where it starts. How many million? See where it starts? Mother and son. It starts at home, then it goes to work, then it goes to society, and then everyone is corrupted. It just depends what information you spread and what information you used. So I am making a declaration here, the Sri Narayan Dham. Date today is 18th August 2022, that no longer will we tolerate anyone in the world, any part of the world, calling Sanatan Dharma polytheistic, because the Guru has proven scripturally that Sanatan Dharma is the system that evolved at creation, that took its birth with creation, and all the injunctions in the Vedas are absolute. All the injunctions in the Vedas are absolute. Are there any scientists? Are there any scientists here? Yeah, one of my daughters is in Joburg, Pramila. My daughter is a scientist. My spiritual daughter is a scientist. Right? So I think you can just give this snippet to Rakeshni, but she tells me she watches. All right? So in physics, very early on in physics, we said there's a nucleus, Amita, and the electron round the nucleus. Then the Vedas was the very first knowledge to describe an atom, but it did not talk about the nucleus and the electron running around in that atom. And today, quantum physics states that inside the atom there's only space. Only space. You understand? So look at how profound the knowledge in the Vedas, that scientists, physical science scientists made many mistakes along the way. Right now the theory not concluded yet by physical science, but the theory that makes the most sense in physics itself. In physics itself is the string theory. Is the string theory. Sound wave, energy, string. Sound wave, energy, string, and this string theory first appeared in the Rig Veda. String theory first appeared in the Rig Veda. And don't get disappointed, Khatija. Don't get disappointed, because it also appeared in the Quran. It also appeared in the Quran. It exists in the Quran as I'm speaking. All of you understand? And you can copy everything from the Vedas. Who will think that you will copy the string theory when it is not even proved? You understand why I'm going conclusive? That there are parallels. And I found as I said, my mind is continuously downloading. You understand? And I find these evidences so that I can explain it to common man. So who rings the bell when we do in Aarti? Well, Sita is not. Yesterday you rang it. Who rang it day before you? Couple of you. So I want to thank all of you that rang the bell. But tell me first, why did you ring the bell?
The sound of the bell stabilizes your mind.
We rang the bell, God be alerted to that we rang the bell.
You see the intellect behind Sanatan Dharma. If I told you in Sanatan Dharma there are 545,000 verses. 545,000 verses. How many thousand of that you think pertains to the Supreme Lord? Three-quarter, all. There's going to be a prize. Talk. Premila, you. Three-quarter, all. Satish Bhai. Lord only speaks in Bhagavad Gita, and in Srimad Bhagavatam he is described. Srimad Bhagavatam. Very little. Very little. When I sit here and discourse, how much I talk about myself and how much I talk about knowledge. So similarly, God in the Vedas has spoken very little about himself. And over 90% of his verses pertain to how man must live scientifically. How man must live scientifically. So when you congregate in a temple or ashram, and you find in ancient India, soon as you enter, there's a few bells at the foyer. All right? I think we need to, Shawan, after you buy your truck, you can donate maybe a few bells there at the entrance, all right? After you buy your truck, we won't worry you now. All right? So why did you ring the bell, Jessica? I saw Jessica dancing and ringing the bell. And I said, thank you very much for ringing the bell. Because when you ring the bell, what happens? What it creates? What it creates? Sound. And what is sound? Energy. That sound that you hear in your ear from the ringing of the bell, what does it make you feel? What do you understand? Is it a violent sound or is it a peaceful sound? Is it a striking sound? It can strike something. Yes, it's a striking sound. So when all of you are seated in this hall at this moment, including myself, do you know how much of germs we are generating in this atmosphere? And when you ring the bell, that energy that's created by the bell kills all the germs and potential viruses. You don't ring bell for Mother Lakshmi. You don't ring bell for Mother Lakshmi, but look how intelligent this science is, that we put everything and linked everything to God. Because if I tell you all, ring the bell and kill the germs, how many of you will ring the bell to kill germs? You'll say this guru need to be re-institutionalized. I went once. You all will send me again. I went to Cherwin once and escaped. If all of you put me, I might not be able to escape. Only reason we ring in bell is to kill the accumulated germs, because there's a crowd of people. Yeah, you understand? So every ritual in Sanatan Dharma, we link it to God. So it disciplines you into performing it, but the performance, the outcome is for you. The outcome is for you. All of you understand? You'll all understand? So how many of you did Havan recently? Well, let me ask Premila, expert on Havan. How long? Hey. So in your Havan, the priest, they give you some water in your hand. You'll remember, priest take one coos grass and give you 3 drops of water and tell you to drink it 3 or 4 times. Mama, you know why that water is given? After Havan, before Havan, how much of food you all ate? No food? Huh? You fasting before Havan. Premila, you? Fasting too? Making all the sojis, all the sweetmeats, and you're busy fasting. So when you do in Havan, your throat is dry and parched, and when you drink this water, it opens up and lubricates your cavity, so that when you eat food subsequently from the Havan, you don't get choked after fasting. And Premila, what you thought every time the Pandit put water in? Rubbed your head. God. No, it's only for a scientific reason. Only for a scientific reason. That is to lubricate your throat, so that when you're eating after fasting, the food can go down your throat easily. Alright? I want you all to ask your Pandit when you're doing Havan. Pandit ji. Right? If it doesn't answer that question, pay him only 25% of his 2,500 that he demanded. The rest you can come and I got a silver bowl here. Donate it to the ashram. Okay? So Lord Sri Krishna took his birth to bring peace on this planet Earth. And we are requesting Lord Sri Krishna today, on his appearance day, to bring peace to this earth again. South Africa we are in turmoil as a government. We don't have any leaders. South Africa is a failed state. We do not have any leaders in government who can lead this country back to prosperity. So we ask Lord Sri Krishna to start here, because we are here at the Sri Narayan Dham, to help us liberate South Africa from the demonic clutches that we find itself. We ask Mother Durga to give us strength, for the next 2 years to fight this battle to liberate South Africa again. And I wish that whichever country, whichever time zone, wherever Lord Sri Krishna's appearance day is being celebrated, he make that place and that country, if it need prosperity, to prosper. Right now I must clean my own backyard. When South Africa is sorted, maybe I'll take my generals and move around the world. So Jai Bhai, I have a conceptual guru. I have a conceptual guru. I want to thank him for dissipating this knowledge that you get through me. All right? I've never met my guru. He is conceptual. And I hope you and Khatija take care of your conceptual 8 children. Of your conceptual 8 children for as long as you'll live. Jai Sri Narayan.